What is up, ladies, germs, and other walking sperms? Today we're coming in with a little story time, okay? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've made a little video, okay? It's been a minute since I made a story time in general. But, yeah, I've just been kind of fucking around with making music. I know it doesn't sound good. I know it's not, like, good. I know I don't sound good. I've just kind of been fucking around with it. Just a little hobby. I'm not transitioning or anything. I'm still just a YouTuber. But, yeah, we're coming in with a no-cam story time today. Um, yeah, so let's go on and get into it. But first, wait, I have one more thing to say. There is further ado, my bad. Follow the fucking Instagram, okay? Follow the Instagram, alright? Got no clout on Instagram, alright? JJAFK420 on all platforms, okay? Anyways, okay, let's jump right into it, okay? This is the time I sold my PS4 for weed, okay? Now, I was like 16 when I did this, okay? Now, when I was 16, I was a little bit of a drug addict, okay? I was a little bit, I had one goal every day when I woke up, and that goal was to get fucking fried, alright? That goal was to get fried out of my mind. And usually I would achieve this goal because I would do shit like this. So, I woke up this day, and I realized something. I made a realization, alright? I realized, hey, I got no weed. This is bad. Let's fix this. We need to take care of this problem. Okay, we need to hurry up and take care of this. Okay. So I'm chilling in my living room, right? I call up the plug. Okay. Now, no other plug was available this day, so I had to use everyone. I feel like everyone has that one plug that is kind of like their last resort. They're like, this guy, I'll call him if I ever really need some bud, and there's like nobody else available. Well, this was one of those days for me. This was one of those days where I had to call up that one plug that nobody wants to fucking buy weed from. Now, this guy, to me, for some reason, was just insufferable. I hated this guy. Dude took himself so seriously as a plug. It was kind of funny. Like, my bad. Bro literally would show up to my house every single time I bought weed from him with a whole briefcase, and all he could ever talk about is how, like, good of a plug he was. He was always talking about like, oh dude, I move packs, dude. I move packs, dude. If anybody needs weed, bro, I've got them. I've got them. I'll get you. I'll get all your homies weed, bro. I got great prices, bro. Bro did not have good prices. Bro was not a good plug. On most days, I would rather lick on Toucan Sam's Fruity Loop than fucking buy weed from this guy. But no other plugs were available. I only had like 2, 3 plugs, and one of them was at school because he was my homie and he was the same age as me. The other one, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he wasn't answering, so I had to call up this guy. And this guy, fucking, I call him up, right? I call him up. I'm pacing. I'm pacing at this point. I'm fiending. I'm tweaking. I'm pacing my living room, right? I call him up. I'm like, yo, dude, I don't have any money right now, but do you think you could front me like an eighth? And he's like, nah, bruh, I don't front. But do you have a console, like an old console that you're not using or anything? Because I've been looking for a console. And I stopped. As soon as he said that, I stopped in my tracks. I looked over to my right, looked at my PS4, which I was using, by the way. It wasn't old. I used that thing. But as, as, as a 16-year-old drug addict like myself, I, I'll give that bitch up for some weed, okay? I just needed to get fucked up. My one goal every day was to get fucking fried, alright? That's it. That's all I wanted to achieve. So I saw the opportunity. I stopped in my tracks. I looked at my PS4 and I was like, as a matter of fact, I do, in fact, have a console. And he was like, okay, what kind of console is it? And I was like, it's a PS4. He was like, okay. And so, I'm waiting, And this guy was one of those plugs where this guy, by the way, is gonna catch so much flack in this video. Like, I'm sorry. This guy just pissing me off, and I don't know why. I have hate in my heart for this guy for some reason. And so I'm waiting, right? For decades, eons, eternities, centuries. This guy was the type of plug where it doesn't matter what you're trying to cop. It doesn't matter if you're trying to cop just a little dub. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get a pack. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get an eighth. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get a quarter pound. Whatever you're trying to get, you are not getting that shit for at least an hour 45, all right? And I lived in a small town, dude. What the fuck are you doing? What are you brother, you're like 20 minutes away from me. Come on. So I'm sitting here just rotting away. I'm decaying. I'm waiting for him to come over. And finally, Plug arrives, right? He comes into the house, you know, and I dap him up and whatever. I got my PS4 and my controller just sitting on the fucking table. I've got it unhooked and everything. And he starts yapping away. He's talking about whatever. And then finally he pulls out this jar of weed, this big mason jar of weed. And it looks like it's got like, you know, a good little bit in it. The jar has an ounce in it, you know? It's got an ounce. And an ounce is 28 grams. Now, I in the moment, I was already, even 16 on me was like, damn, this kind of hurts, but like, I want that weed really badly. And so I fucking got that weed. I was like, yo, all right, I'll take that. But I need a little bit extra for the controller, and I'm gonna need a little bit extra for any games you want with it. So I'm sitting over here. We're negotiating. I'm like, yo, give me like 4 extra grams. Give me like 4 grams for the controller. No biggie. Give me like 4 grams for the controller, and give me like 3 grams for this game. All right. I was over here scheming. Okay, I wanted a little bit more. Okay, I wanted a little more. Eventually, we agree, and he picks out some games that he wants, and he throws me some more grams for those. And this dude was this plug was one of my friends. The reason I knew this plug, the way I met him, was one of my friends, one of my ex-friends. We're not friends anymore, but back in the day, I had a friend. We're going to call her Kelsey. And she had a boyfriend. And her boyfriend was this guy. Her boyfriend was the plug. And so he had been at my house plenty of times. He had been at my house with my whole friend group plenty of times, right? He's seen me play that PS4 at least 10 times. He knows it works, right? This dude just kicks it into business mode and forgets all of that information. He's just like, plug it in. Bro, he's just like, plug it in. Let's see if it works. So I'm just like, bitch, you know it fucking works. What are you talking about? But like, I wanted that weed, so I plugged it up. You know, I was not giving him my HDMI cord or anything else with it because, like, you know, you're gonna have to throw me some extra weed for that, buddy. So I plug it up and I plug it up for him. I'm stuttering a lot today, guys. I'm sorry. I have not had access to weed today, nor did I yesterday. So I'm kind of tweaking out a little bit. I'm having trouble, okay? I'm having a little bit of trouble. I'm going through a bad time. I'm having a hard time. Now, here's another reason I don't really like this guy. So, this guy he was one of those plugs where he would always be late. He would always take forever to respond. He would always take forever to get there. And he would always overstay his welcome. And he would always want to smoke the bud that he just sold to you with you. So, he would come over and then he would just start yapping about nonsense, right? Me personally, if you're my plug, I want you to come to my house, give me my weed, take my money, and leave. Skedaddle, be gone. I want to smoke, not with you. Unless you're really cool, then I'll fucking smoke with you. If you ask me to smoke with you, I'll fucking smoke with you. You know, even if this guy asked me to smoke with him, I'll waste a joint on you, whatever. You know. But my problem is, as soon as this guy gives me all the weed, right? He takes the weed. He gives the weed to me. Okay, I take the weed. I put the weed on the table. Okay, this dude proceeds to, while we're mid conversation, he just grabs the weed, my weed now. He just grabs my weed and just starts rolling up with my papers. I'm like, yo, you're not even. I'm like, yo, you're not even gonna ask? What the fuck, bro? Like, I'll smoke with you or whatever. Like, ask? What the fuck? So he's rolling up a joint, and you know, I've got the PlayStation booted up, and he starts playing a little game, right? And this dude just sticks around. He's just talking to me. He's talking to me about nonsense. He's talking to me about, oh, work's been really hectic lately. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Ugh, I'm sorry, guys. This guy just irritates. He nags me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this guy, but I got beef. I got beef. So I'm sitting over here. I'm trying to be nice. I'm playing a little fucking game with him, and he's just talking at me about nonsense for most of it. And then it's just silence. When he's not talking about nonsense, it's just silence. It's just awkward silence. This guy would always stick around. He would overstay his welcome for no reason. He would overstay his welcome just to sit there and be awkward. Like, I don't, bro, take the fucking, let me unplug the PS4 so you can take it and then leave, please. So finally, after like an hour and a half of just sitting there rotting away and decaying inside, he finally packs up his shit. He gets his little fucking briefcase that he always brought his butt in, and he skedaddled, right? He skedaddled. Before he left, though, I remember this. He played me a song. He wanted to show me a song, and that song was so ass. It was horrible. It was such a cringe. It was such a cringy song. Like, it was like one of those songs. It was like, you know, Diggy Graves. If you know Diggy Graves' music, it's like supposed to be like kind of like a spooky vibe, but it wasn't like Diggy Graves. It was like, it was cringe. Like it was trying to be Diggy Graves, but it was just cringe. It just came off as cringe, and I don't know how to explain it. I was just thinking to myself, like, yeah, of course you listen to this shit, you fucking you cringe motherfucker. Anyways, though, this guy, he finally fucking left the crib, and I just started smoking. You know, I'm chiefing, I'm smoking, and the weed, I ended up getting around like 37, 38 grams, okay? Which is like, you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. A little, you know, that's like, I think that's like exactly like 10 grams more than an ounce. But either way, I digress. I'm so sleepy right now. I'm sleep deprived. I'm sorry for talking like an idiot right now. I'm kind of retarded. But yeah, he finally leaves my house, and I just start smoking, and I enjoyed the rest of my 3 days that weed lasted me. Yeah, no, that shit lasted me 3 fucking days because the weed was boof. The weed sucked. It wasn't even good fucking weed. I fucking smoked all that shit in 3 days, and now I'm missing my PS4 because I made a stupid decision, and this guy gave me some boof. And what pisses me off is the whole time this guy said to me at least 5 times while he was there, like, yo, dude, this shit's so fucking gas. This is really good shit, bro. This is really good shit. Like, you're gonna love this shit. Tell me what you think about it. And I didn't really notice that it wasn't that good weed, like while we were smoking the joint, because I guess I guess I just thought it was him sobering me up. I guess he I don't I don't fucking know, dude. All I know is that I sold my PS4 when I was 16 for an ounce of weed. Hey, listen, I know that story was kind of short. I know that story kind of sucked too. It wasn't all that great of a story, but I needed to make a video, and I was thinking about that the other day, and so I figured why not make a little story time. I might make another video soon. By soon, I mean like today or tomorrow. Might make another one today. Might make one tomorrow. Who knows? Either way, though, hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a fun time watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Wait! Song recommendations. You thought I was going to forget? Nah, I never forget. I never forget. Listen, You Was Right by Lil Uzi. All right, that's been on my playlist a lot. And I've been bumping Powerful Man by Alex G too. It's a vibe, you know? Give you some variety today. You got rap, you got whatever Alex G is. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had fun time watching. Follow me on Instagram at JJAFK420. Peace.